Beneath the night sky. The castle grounds lay still beneath the stars. Moonlight washed the walls silver, and the leaves of the old oak tree by the outer wall whispered in the soft night breeze. Beneath its branches sat Luma and Bar, side by side. His lute rested across his lap, quiet tonight, as though even the strings knew the night was meant for words, not songs. Luma's gaze lingered on the distant gate where Tariq had disappeared hours before. A weight pressed heavy in her chest, sharper than she could hide. "Bar?" she murmured, her voice fragile. He turned, hazel eyes steady. "Yes, my love?" Her fingers twisted in her lap. "I should have told him sooner. Tariq, I knew how he felt. But I was afraid my words would wound him. So I stayed silent. And tonight I hurt him even more. I kissed you before his eyes." She shook her head, tears threatening. "That was crueler than anything I meant to do." Bar reached out, brushing a strand of hair from her face. His hand lingered gently against her cheek. "Luma," he said softly, "you meant no harm. Your kindness made you hesitate. But some truths cut no matter when they are spoken. He will endure. And as for me," his lips curved into a faint smile, "I will never doubt you. Not once. Not ever." Her tears slipped free, but his words steadied her heart. She leaned against him, comforted by the warmth of his arm around her. Still, her voice trembled. "He is a kind and wise man, Bar. He saved me once when bandits tried to take me because of the silent beacon I invented. He risked his life for me. And after all that, I hurt him like this." Bar's eyes softened further. There was no jealousy, no suspicion, only deep understanding. "That is the kind of man he is," Bar said gently. "One who protects without asking for reward. But you cannot blame yourself for his heart. You are not his to lose, you are mine, as I am yours. And he will endure." Luma closed her eyes, guilt and gratitude entwined, comforted by Bar's unwavering trust. Under the vast night sky, her sorrow eased, not erased, but soothed by love that held no doubt. Meanwhile, in the royal guest chamber, Tariq knelt alone. The shutters stood open to the night, letting the pale moonlight spill across the rug he had unrolled carefully on the stone floor. He had not gone to the library. His heart was too heavy for books, too raw for words. Instead, he turned where he always turned in prayer. He whispered the opening verses, his forehead pressed to the rug. His chest ached as though pierced by an arrow, the memory of her kiss still seared into him. Yet he did not curse. He did not rage. Instead, he prayed, "O Allah, my heart is heavy. Do not let envy take root in me. Do not let this pain make me bitter. Grant me patience to endure and strength to accept. If she smiles, if she is happy, let that be enough." A single tear struck the fabric beneath his brow. Still he stayed bowed, steady as stone. When at last he rose and sat back on his heels, his eyes were rimmed with red. His heart still throbbed, but his posture was firm, his breath even. Heartbreak had not broken him. He lifted his gaze to the window, to the same moon that shone over the oak tree where Luma and Bar sat. There, beneath its silver light, 3 souls bore the weight of love, one in joy, one in trust, and one in silence. The next afternoon, the castle bustled as it always did, pages rushing, guards drilling, nobles drifting from hall to hall. Yet one absence whispered louder than the noise. By midday, Luma frowned as she left the workshop. Normally, Tariq would have stopped by, checking her notes, offering advice, or bringing her tea, as he often did when she worked too long. But not today. She found Master Elric hunched over a bench, scowling at a gear that refused to fit. "Have you seen Tariq?" she asked. Elric grunted without looking up. "Not since yesterday. Odd that. He is usually pestering me about philosophy while I'm trying to build something practical." "Humph. Thought you'd know where he'd gone." Later, in the castle library, Princess Florina sat with an open tome. Her gaze shifted often to the high desk where Tariq usually read, ink scratching across parchment as he studied. The chair sat empty. She adjusted her glasses, lips pressing thin. Even King Francis, pausing in the hall after council, noticed. Strange, he murmured to Lady Marlene. Our Saracen scholar is usually the first to speak in debate and the last to leave the chamber. Where has he gone today? By evening, whispers threaded through the corridors. Lord Tariq had not been seen all morning. He had not entered the library, nor the workshop, nor the alchemy lab. He had not spoken to anyone. Instead, he remained behind the closed door of his royal guest chamber, the shutters drawn. Aye. That night, beneath the same oak tree, Bar caught the look in Luma's eyes, the faint worry she could not hide. He set his lute aside and touched her hand. Go talk to him, Bar said quietly. She blinked. Is it all right? I love you, Bar said firmly. And I trust you. Her throat tightened, but she smiled softly. I love you too, Bar. Thank you for understanding. He squeezed her hand once before letting it go, his smile steady, unshaken by jealousy.